Okay, we're gonna stop wasting time. And the truth is, um, we're not very good at playing guitar. So let's try to take this moment and at least record something that we are okay at. Okay? We're gonna do some reading about the things that we wrote. Now the change to the side. Call everyone to the open side. Okay? So that's the plan. I got a little handy dandy notebook right here. I'm cleaning myself. And I got yeah, let's put the microphone down. Yeah. It's a microphone for a reason. I think it's getting everything that I need to get. Even if it's low register, it's okay. Okay. We're gonna read you something. One of these things. We're gonna read on these things. We're gonna see basically how it feels. Okay, enough of those pictures. We got notes right here. This guy's called notes. Okay, we're gonna just read from the beginning and see what happens. Okay? Okay. 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 What is the difference between something has to be done and doing something? Where I reign, it's no longer a matter of king and queens. If you should get anything about this, it is that men who are assured beyond doubt that they are grown now find themselves in a situation that they have The men who are sure beyond doubt that they are grown now found themselves in a situation that they have to form a band and be stronger together. We come into a village at night with deadly weapons in hand. Every day wake up at 12, I plan to go out. Out just means to be productive. At 4 p.m. I am still finding reasons to not go just yet. When the dark hits, it will be too late. Stick to the script. Never wondered if anyone will miss me when I die, but I have to pay attention. It is still a story that has been told multiple times. Grown people just like me cried out loud. They made waves with their tears, extensive and fluid and pleasing. Nothing beats biking the wrong direction on a one-way street. You look as far as and ahead as you can. You look as far ahead as you can. You challenge yourself to let go of the handlebars and float while getting your legs some exercise. In that silent wave, there is no promise of more life to come. No car is approaching. You remember forgotten events that shaped your desire. When you were young, you used to go out to collect soda glass bottles and their caps. It made a better view if the glass were from places you knew. It's made a better view if the glasses were from places you knew. Like if there was a party, then you would collect all the empty bottles. They still look like new. So what would you do with the bottles? You make juices. You buy powder juice, you mix it with water, you fill the bottles, you keep them as cold as possible. Usually at night, you keep them in shades, away from concentration of heat, away from the sun, and take them to sell them at soccer games outside. Thirsty people will gobble them up. If better, if you have a fridge or access to a fridge, that's a business right there. These are just memories of younghood when young people are very business savvy. What does it mean to be business savvy as a young person? Well, you have to make something and you have to go out and make an effort to sell that something. It's called hustling. Everybody has to do it. If the customers are not around with the place where you are, you have to go and find them. Start with a square space. Can you really get anything off speed of your hands in movement, direction, concert? Do you follow me? Do you follow my movement? Really, just trying hard to preserve those movements of solitude. Really, just trying hard to preserve those moments of solitude. I know that only the pressure and the presence of others will action worth it. We all need to be amused, to stand and dance for someone. The current portrait is about faces that I would like to keep alive. My grandmothers are dying slowly. My second aunt, right about my father in age, saw me for the first time in 15 years, live and fresh. I surprised her. Her face held that smile until I left. There was much she wanted to tell me about how much her situation has changed since I last saw her. She held me close and she told me stories non-stop. She did not want me to leave. I mean, she knew that I was a fleeting bug. I was a fleeting, real, beautiful butterfly. And I could feel the love and she wanted to keep me close even though she had 12 children. She had not seen me for a while. And I could tell very well that in me she saw her brother, her late brother. When I came back, I was met with the news that when I left her, she passed away. Well, it could have been a surprise, but it was not a surprise. I don't know why it was not a surprise, because there was no real reason why I would have thought about it. Anyway, the project is still Faces. Faces have been with me for a real long time, and I've been trying to really capture them, but they're not really about faces. They're just about doing something, basically, getting outside. That's just what really happens. And I think that dope from the neighbors is working at me like always, trying to grab my attention. We'll see. Okay, we gotta keep moving. Poetic? Psst. Prophetic. Keep on going. Go, go. Oh no. Skip. Skip. No. Go back. Okay. Last time I saw her was in 2006 in her big house. A group of families came and a group of family had gathered. Last time I saw her was in 2006 in her big house. A group of families have gathered, including ours, for a promise to travel to Europe. Each family had paid a fee to some guy who swore he had connections and set the debt. My mom took all her hard money, sold the piece of land that my father left, borrowed a few more and denied to pay rent for the last month and a half. We were prepared for a journey. A life we envisioned was one very different from ours. Europe had an amazing reputation. My aunt, if she was not wealthy, she seemed very much so then. My aunt, if she was not wealthy, she seemed very much so then. She had 12 children. Her husband was mysterious. He sold gas. To me, she carried a warm presence that I will never forget. Her last children were the same age as mine and my siblings. There's not really anything to this story.